about now? Hi, Sarah. Give me just a second. Oh, I didn't have volume that whole time. Sorry about that, yo. Sorry about that, yo. I don't know why. You remember it did this a few months ago, and now it's doing it again. Sorry. Okay. Good morning. I said good morning to you before, but good morning again now. Good morning. I love you. It's good to see you. Mr. Dollar City, if you're not still here, if you're still here, hello, my friend. Matt, hello. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I hear you? That's a good one, Paul. I can't. That would be cool. Paul, do you know she cooks and roasts? She has a reader. It reads her chat out loud to her. No. She's amazing. She puts on these great skits. Like the stuff that I do, she carries on a whole bunch further. Like she becomes all these different characters. She's amazing. I love her. I love her. I admire her so dang much. I'll put down her handle. Let me see if I can copy it. There, copy. Let's go back. Did you already find her? Is that why you're saying wow? Okay, she cooks and roasts, or chef roasts and gags or gag. Gag, yes, she's hilarious. I love her so much. Hi, Carl Shell. How are you, my friend? What's up, Carl? Carl, I'm wearing your favorite. Just for you, Carl. Hi, Squirrel Sniper. Good to see you. Grandest of Rising's Cat and Jack. Good morning, Squirrel Sniper. Number 16 like, thank you. Ooh, how are you doing, Skull Sniper? Carl says, what? Carl says just chilling. Carl is just chilling. Are you going live on YouTube, Carl? Carl, you never cease to amaze me. I am doing well, Paul. How about you? Yep, she's okay. Carl says, hopefully YouTube. Hopefully YouTube. JP and A-Frame hope to be there. Hey, Carl, is anybody here that I should say hello to? Well, I will definitely keep an eye out for you, Carl. I have some running around to do today, but I can still turn my headphones on. Okay. I woke up at 2:30 this morning. I slept in 45 minutes. Well, I'm excited to see you, Carl. I hope you can go live. Baby, I'm sorry. and back. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go too far. All. Let's have it all. Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. Woof woof. Hi, Barbara. Good morning. How are you? Uh-oh. Sandra, we are in the U.S., Tennessee. Where are you? Mm-hmm. Am I hiding? I'm right here, Sandra. Can't you see me in the background? Hello, Sandra. No? No, for real. Hi, Sandra. I had to blow my nose. Give me a sec. What did we do yesterday? Yes, Jack? I don't know. I don't know, but let's go find some clarity. Sandy says, oh, Alex can see you now. Who's Alex? You're confusing me. All right. Sandra's busy at the moment. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Come on. Hi, Mining. I need a haircut. I agree. Look, what? Scissors? Right here, we got scissors? I think you're right. Somebody's getting a haircut. Sandra says good morning anyways. Oh, yes, good morning. Good morning. All right, back to what we were doing before we started fooling around again. Oh, watch it. Watch it, Debbie. You're getting awful fresh. Shit. Sorry, Jack. Okay. What if we do it like this? You like it, Paul? Okay. So Somebody least expects it. I try to tell people she's not really a doll, Sandra. Or not Sandra. She likes you. She only does that for people she really likes. Or when she's trying to mess with me. She's like, I'm not touching you. Where she scratched. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, yeah. Get that itch for me. Oh, that's so funny. So, Alex, who are you in relation to Sandra? She's got secrets. She's like, wouldn't you like to know? She's not telling. Your partners. Okay. Very good. Well, it's nice to meet you, Alex. To be honest, we're partners to be honest with you and all. Right, the feeling mutual. Hi, Yogi. Good morning. Hey, Yogi. Deborah says good morning too. She's like, hey, Yogi. What's up, Yogi? Nothing going on here. Mining says that little fluffy dog is so at peace. He is. He's tired. All right, Deborah. Tat, hello. What is what behind me? Where? Who's doing your hair like me? I just brushed it. That's all we're getting. A good brush today. Now Monkey needs to. Where is Monkey? I don't even know where Monkey. The monkey on Deborah's back. That's right. I forgot. It would be more fun if Monkey was on some kind of springy cord and he bounced. Like he just jumped up and bounced randomly. And then we need a little monkey sound effect. It would be. I agree, Paul. Okay. Sanchez or Alex says, all right, I thought you were getting these scissors to cut your hair. That is all. Oh no, I was being a sarcastic. No. Were you all excited waiting to see? I could cut the hair under my arms. Let's see. Let's just yank it out. Good night, Falcon. All right. We could cut our armpit hair. It's awfully long. What? No more armpit hair. Yay. I feel like entertaining my grandkids. Oh, good night, Talon. Human has lost her mind again. She's going to be okay, though. Here we go. Jack's human is malfunctioning. You are so right, Talon. By the way, Talon, Deborah says hello. Enhanced armpit hair, right? Wait, wait, wait a minute. I have something. I have serious armpit hair. It could be some really long hair. We could do a short like that. We could braid our hair. Yeah, I know. It's not very conducive to a quiet early morning live stream, is it? Sorry. Ruckus. It's not my fault. I didn't make plastic. Okay, we're done fooling around, Jack. We're done. Thanks, Dan. Carl Shell. Thanks, JJ. Hi, JJ. Victoria, hello. Jack says thank you. Hi, walking tall. Feet don't fail you now, Jack. Run while you can. Goodbye, Jack. Aw. How are you, walking tall? It's good to see you. Sandra, I have no rhyme or reason. It's just hanging out before I get ready for work. While I get ready for work. That's it. I'm supposed to have a mission or a purpose. Nope, not me. I'm just here. I show up in the morning and if you want to come hang out at Cat's house. That's it. Let's do welcome to Cat's house. Let's do it. Bill walks in saying, girl, I could sleep for hours. Says it feels like grandma's house. Cozy superpowers. Gray man asks how he smells it. Cat says, Sandra, I work early mornings. John rolls in asking, how do I make her my hot wife? Says he met her 5 hours ago, already planning life. Cat laughs, boy, that's fast, but love is love. Male voice echoes, 5 hours, that's enough. Cat tearing up Cat's favorite shirt. Cat snatches it back like, sir, stop being the flirt. Jack lunges again, acting wild and dangerous. Save the shirt. This dog is outrageous. And Henry says there's a body over there. Cat whispers, Henry, no, shh, we don't share. We keep our bodies in the closets. Decor. What kind of house is this anymore? Cat tosses Jack a toy pop, hits his head. She runs over like, baby, I'm sorry. Guilt widespread. Drama dog looking at it again. Jack's eyes loud like he's in pain. Maya's ass for low waist cat. Cat laughs. I remember those way back, but I can't wear them now. Face the fact, a butt crack would hang out. That's where it's at. Pop Tart says hit the like button, everyone. Cat says let's call it a love button. That's more fun. Squirrel sniper laughs over 18 cat tonight. Cat says my brain isn't. The joke flew out of sight. Welcome to Cat's house, chaos on display. Sitcom energy all day every day. Dogs, hot wives, bodies in corners like dirty light. It's not a live stream. It's a comedy highlight. It's a comedy highlight. Oh, it's a comedy highlight. Bill walks in saying, girl, I could sleep for hours. Says it feels like grandma's house. Cozy superpowers. Gray man asks how he smells it. Cat says, we smell a vision. Members get. John rolls in asking, oh, Jackie Poo, sleepy boy. Hey, Sandra Alex. We kind of joke this is the place people come to go back to sleep. I said, you asked what the channel's purpose was or something like that. And I said, people mostly come here to go back to sleep. Except for when I'm playing with very loud plastic. Surprising. She surprises herself. Yes, go back to sleep. You got it. That's the purpose, to go back to sleep. Carl, you didn't sleep last night? How come? What's going on, my friend? Are you worried about something? Explain. I can't explain any further. I don't know what else to say. Do you need more coffee? What's going on with you, Carl? Why aren't you able to sleep? What else were you doing? What were you going to look for, Cat? I was going to look for something. Oh, I knew what I wanted. Carl says the sooner the better. America is the same time as Europe. What am I missing? Wait. I don't know of which you are referencing, Carl. It went from you didn't sleep to what you just said. I'm confused. That wasn't helpful. All right, Bill, we're done with you. Is that? Yes, she is. Hi, Wasa. Good morning. What's up, Wasa? How are you? Everybody relax. Wasa is here. Phew. Wasa, I think you've pretty much ruined your chances at being a managing mod for Carl. Living the dream there. So you are pure white socks? I don't have any pure white socks. Most of my socks are black. What does that say? Like my black heart? Look at my feet. Wait. My feet definitely are not pure white. Oh, man. You're welcome. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I left you. The smell of vision. Who is Wasa? Sandra Alex. What's the matter, you? I just wrote something in the chat. Look up. Carl, do you have an alter ego? Who's Wassa? That sounds very familiar. Nobody really knows Sandra, Alex. Wassa says no one, apparently. Was there a question, Wassa? I missed it. Carl says I'll be having no more managing moderators unless Diana comes back. Did Diana ever come back, Carl? I find that hard to believe, Carl, because I know how much you depend on your managing moderators. Wassa, what did I miss? Wassa, you said no one apparently question mark, and I looked for anything that you said before that made sense with that, and I couldn't find anything. So maybe I've noticed some things aren't always showing up in chat. Alex says Wassa Paul. Are you saying hello to Wassa and Paul? I don't know what Gascon means though. Sorry, friend. I keep leaving her hanging over here. Hi, T-Man. Sandra asked who's Wassa, and he said, and so you said, no one? Oh, no one. You're no one, apparently. Wassa is definitely, I wouldn't say that. Sorry, I am the slow one this morning for sure. Sandra / Alex's waste of the clock. Do you mean waste of time? Is this a game? Do you give us certain phrases and we figure out the popular wording? Waste of time. Yes, exactly. I agree. Gee, man, I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alex says, look, why is the doll your lover? Because she's good at what she does. She always whispers sweet nothings to me and promises me temporary joy. Yes, I know. You said Sandra's busy. Got you. How come you don't have your own? Never mind. Cat's getting awful. Stop it, cat. Oh, Mr. Possessive, hello. Whispering sweet nothings and promising temporary joy is also what I do with my lovers. I love you so much, Mr. Possessive. Hello. Good morning. G-Man says, come to the camera, let everyone see how gorgeous you are sometimes. That was very nice of you, G-Man, but nah, I'm good. I'm good way, way, way back here. I'm good, Mr. Possessive. You caught me in a moment where I was just about to turn. I was just about to turn. I was about to go there. I felt like the Incredible Hulk, like I was just about to start turning green and just lose my mind. She says, I understand I'm shy too. Aw. Hey, Sandra Alex, be nice or be gone. That is the rule, my friend. That means for me too. I have to be nice or I have to be gone. Sounds like a good time to me, Mr. Says. Thank you. T-Man says Jack is so calm. He sure is. He's above it all. Sandra, I don't think you know what I have in my hands right here. Amanda, I haven't seen you in forever. Hello, my friend. Amanda says, hi, chat. Hello, Cat and Jack. He's so sweet and blessed. I missed you, Amanda. How are you? How have you been doing? Amanda says, I know, I've been so sick. I'm sorry, just real sick, but I'm working on getting better. Well, I definitely want you to take care of yourself, and I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I just want you to know you have been missed. And yes, I hope you get really good, really, really well, really soon. My words today, my goodness. Cat Brown. Thanks, G-Man. G-Man, what is your profile photo? I feel like I've looked before. I have looked before. It's a cricket. Mr. Possessive says to Amanda, I hope you get to feeling better. And hi, Sean. What is up? Weekend? Was it a weekend? Yes, I had a nice weekend. It was pretty chill. How about you? Did you do anything really fun? John says he's dreaming about sleeping, maybe. Amanda, that's so sweet of you. She says everyone is a beautiful person in here. I agree, including our friend Alex. Oh, Sean says no, not really. Had to work. You know, weekends are no big deal for me either. I generally have to work on weekends also. Did you go to Coachella? I was watching it last night before I went to sleep. I don't know if it was repeats or replays or there was some chick. I don't know if their band was called Laser. I thought she was pretty hot. G-Man says I don't have a profile picture yet, but I'll post something later. People judge you by your appearance. Tell me about it. I know. Amanda says, truth be told, we only are honest people in here. Well, you'd hope so. Sean says the dog seems so relaxed and at peace on the bed. He's going to get up because you said something. Look. Oh no, he turned his back on you, man. Jack. Mr. Possessive says, I did all 3 days, but Friday was definitely my favorite because I love my girl Sabrina. Okay, that's where you saw her at? I did not know. Amanda, thank you. Carl says, goodbye, Carl. So is that a yay or a nay? Are you going live this morning, Carl? Inquiring minds need to know. Is that Marlon? Did I see my friend Marlon? How are you, Marlon? You think you can hide, but you can't, sir. You think he's cold? Should we cover him? Amanda says, God bless Carl. Thank you for that blessing for Carl. Thank you for that, Amanda. That was very sweet. Mr. Possessive says, yeah, long days in the desert with great people. Okay, so not this morning, Carl. He says this evening, hopefully, weather permitting. All right, Carl, I love you and I hope you have a good day. And Sean says to Amanda, I'm sorry you're sick. You're so sweet, Sean. Marlon says, no, you just imagined it. Sean says, I got the flu 2 weeks ago. It was awful. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm over here sniffling. I don't have the flu. I don't have a cold. I'm just allergic to my dog. Oh, I should. Oh, I swear that's going to be one of my slogans. I don't have a cold. I'm allergic to my dog. But back to our Amanda. I'm glad you made it in here. I'm glad we got to see you. I was wondering about you. Oh, what's in your pocket, Cat? Mr. Possessive says, Sean, oh my gosh, the flu can be so brutal. I never know if I have the flu or allergies. It all feels the same to me, unless it's a stomach bug. Amanda says, sounds good. Marlon says, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, two dogs tried to have Lila as a snack. I was a bit late to chase them off. She didn't get hurt other than breaking off some claws when she crawled into a car. Oh, oh man, Marlon. Good morning, Steve. Steve Hannigan. How are you? Mr. Possessive says we always underestimate it because it's so common nowadays, but the flu can really take you down for a while. And Sean says, yes, mister, it was awful. It was bad for 5 days for me. It was terrible. Glad it is gone now. Hi, Lois. Hello, dear. How are you? Yes, Steve. Long time no see. But yay, good to see you. Marlon says she doesn't seem 100% back to her normal self, like she doesn't trust me quite as much anymore. Might just be imagining it, but I don't. Is that what you were talking about the other day, Marlon? About letting somebody down? Were you talking about your cat? Lois says she is doing okay. I love you, Lois. I'm glad to see you. I was glad to see you most of the day yesterday. We kept running into each other. Amanda says, "Aw, you're so sweet, Amanda." Amanda says, "I'm sorry for you guys that are sick." And aw, I'll be saying nice blessings for the sick ones. Thank you, Amanda. And Noah says, yes, checking things out. Sean, I have chickens. I don't really consider them pets unless they get sick and then they kind of become a pet. Like if this chicken below me doesn't start getting better really fast, I don't know what I'm going to do because she can't walk. Mm-mm. That's it. No more pets. Okay. want to do any more now? No. Marlon says chicken soup. I was thinking about, I was watching. No, you're funny, Marlon. I mean, no, I couldn't do it. But I was watching somebody who had animals and he took really good care of his animals. But if the animals got sick and died and he could eat them, that's what they were there for. I just couldn't do it. Lois says, but you are thinking about a pup. I am, but things have come up since then. Like I spoke to my auntie who told me, you have some other things you need to take care of. She got all responsible on me and ruined my fun. But anyways, all the pups that I looked into aren't even available till fall. So timing. Amanda says, everyone here is so young, LOL. Well, I'm very old, a baby boomer. I don't think we need to compare ages, but I don't think you're alone, Amanda. Or chicken for Jack. I just couldn't. No, I don't have it in me. Think so, Mr. Possessive? We'll see. Pup for Christmas. That would be nice. Okay. Marlon says, I tend to be the youngest at 22. Oh, Sean's saying I'm 37. Paul's like, right. Lois says, see, there you go, Amanda. Lois says, so am I, Amanda. And Mr. Possessive says, everyone here is between 25 to 30, obviously. No way, man. Sean is laughing. And Amanda says, Lois, fantastic, and sends a wave. Say, hello, sister. I see you. The youngest diva. I hope I'm not a diva. Hey, Deborah. You just look a little weird there with your hand up like that. And Lois says, I wish, Mr. Possessive. Oh no. Paul says, I'm at the age where I fell in the shower yesterday. Ouch. You be careful. Mr. Possessive says, from me, it's a compliment. What's this? Lois says, oh no, Paul, that's always a fear of mine. Falling down the steps is mine. Going down those steep steps into the basement, into the hole. Amanda also says, Paul, be careful. Oh, hi, Jed. I didn't see you sitting right there. It's been a while, Jed. And it's good to see you. Hello. And he says, I started another fan art drawing tonight. Very cool. Lois says, a fall for a baby boomer can put you in a nursing home. I know. I'm aware. And a broken hip is frigging devastating, so don't do it. Amanda says we old people fear falling. Hey Lois, At the Y, you stay pretty active, right? You do something at the Y. I gotta imagine that really helps keeping your balance. And yeah, Paul, you going out and walking on just, on uneven surfaces and just being out there. I think that should help all of you. Have you been out lately, Paul? He says, wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get up, pull down the curtain rod and knuckle trap between the toilet and sink. Oh no. Oh gosh, Paul, that sounds horrible. I'm so sorry. Damn, that sucks. Marlon says, well, I can cradle Lila like a baby while she enjoys some vitamin licking. Was that a snack? Lois says, yes, I go to the Y. I need to keep this old bag of bones moving. First off, y'all stop calling yourselves old bag of bones. ZXK, hello, my friend. How are you today? Paul says, who would have found me? Paul, I do the same thing. I told the story before, like, I have this note for emergency responders in my car. So if I ever get in an accident, somebody knows to come get my dog. Who would find me? Who would know to go to my house? Nobody. Amanda says, oh my God, scary, Paul. It is. Hello again, X. Nope, ZXKA. And our good friend Jed at Poet for You says, hey, Lois. And Lois says, yes, living alone is scary, and who would find me? I guess that's why those emergency alert bracelets and necklaces became so popular. And maybe if that's a concern for you, Paul, maybe you should look into that. Marlon says maybe it's just all her broken claws, like she broke the tops of all of them. She still plays, just less aggressive. Paul's laughing. Are you laughing at the medic alert? Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. How long ago did that come out? 30, 40 years ago? Jed at Poet for You says, sorry, I've been watching SpongeBob SquarePants series. I'm in season 12, episode 8 now, I believe, and I drank 2 coffees tonight. Oh gosh, do you work today or tomorrow for you? Mr. Possessive says, oh my God, SpongeBob is such a classic. Finally something for Mr. Possessive to relate on. I'm sure it's pretty devastating for her. She probably just needs a lot of time to wind down, Marlon. Wow, Lois says yes. My watch detects a hard fall and sends a call to people who might come to help me. What a great idea. Marlon says sorry. I didn't even get it, so. Janet Poet for You says no, I'm off today. Oh, good. Good for you. Mr. Possessive says Sandy Cheeks is a great drag name. Oh, is that somebody from SpongeBob? I was like, where did that come from? Wow, Paul says I was knocked out cold when you had a fall in 2017. Wow. Well, Paul, I don't know if you were laughing about the medical alert, but I think it's something for you to think about. Mr. Possessa says yes, she's the squirrel on the show. Golden Dog Mom, hello, my friend. Marlon says at Locked Up Drag Fishing Shorts, LOL, I should put a prison jumper on as Locked Up Drag if I hit 1,000 or something. You should do it to hit 1,000. Paul says probably couldn't afford it. I bet you it's probably part of whatever kind of insurance you have. I bet you they bill the government. I bet you don't have much to worry about. Jed at Poet for You says my electric bike shipped out Saturday morning. Nice. When do you expect it to come in? And where are you going to keep it? Are you not worried about the battery and all the issues with the batteries blowing up? Golden Dog Mom says, did someone talk about a fall? I had a major fall in the dreaded 2020. Yeah, we were talking about how scary falls can be, especially if you don't have somebody to come find you. Marlon says, Marlon at Locked Up Drag Fishing Shorts says, and maybe do some pole dancing in it. You're starting to sound like Joshua. Golden Dog Mom says, my walking has never been the same since. Oh, Lois says, that is nice, Jed, poet. Hi, Maddie. Good morning. How are you, Maddie? How was your week of fishing? Jed says, it's expected to get here April 20th to the 23rd, and I'm going to keep it in my condo. Ooh. Marlon at Locked Up Drag Fishing says, hi, Maddie, my sexiest of all Scottish laddies. Golden Dog Mom says, Jack is such a doll face. He's not really wanting to share his doll face this morning, though. Oh, he looks kind of funny here. We'll turn everything around. Let's just turn it all around. What is the notification? Is it 4:30? Yeah, I just had a notification half an hour to Yogi's live stream. All right, there we go. Where's Smushy Face? He's been doing Smushy Face lately and snoring. Lois says Jack is in deep sleep mode. He is. Lois, were you here when we did that? Deep relaxation. For just $9.99 a month, you too can have deep relaxation. Maddie at No Frills No Mercy says, Marlon, I'm as ugly as they come. You need specs, mate. You joke. You are definitely not ugly as they come. I mean, you've got a young, hot wife, so that's all I'm saying. I don't need to say anymore. Jed says the notification was for Yogi. Thank you. Golden Dog Mom says, I Irish setters in the Golden Retriever family. I don't think so. No. And I don't remember what they're mixed with to get to Irish setter, but I don't think That's one of them. Mr. Possessive says, nobody here is ugly. I agree. Maddie says, not from my looks, Cat, my personality and a big heart. I think you're a very good looking man. I was just afraid to say anything because I don't want Chloe to hurt me. Golden Dog Mom says they look very similar. Okay. Oh, Mr. Possessive says, I know hot, and you're all hot. I'm not just saying that either, Maddie. I mean it. Paul says, I'm not ugly, just highly. That's not true, Paul. Paul, you know, the other day when we did our little thing, when I sent you guys some love, when I said I saw your face and I felt my heart kind of stir. You have a beautiful face. So, lies. You tell lies, my friend. Agree. Marlon says, nah, you're the full package, Maddie. I'm not very kind, though. See, you just don't know me that well. Lois says things do change as we age, lol. I always joked about my eyes getting blurry, about how it was a gift when I looked in the mirror to have blurry eyes. I can see some gifts in getting older, for sure. And I don't think I would ever, if I had a choice or a chance, I would not go back to any age. Golden Dog Mom says, kind of maybe. I meant Irish and Goldens kind of look similar, but different, obviously. You know, I had a Golden Retriever mix with Jack, and that's why I'm having a hard time seeing it. A Golden Dog Mom. All right. I'm going to look it up for you. Marlon is still singing the praises of Maddie, looks, brain, brawn, beauty, and heart. Um, can you give me a side by side, please? Boy, you know, sometimes, sometimes I get aggravated that Chat GPT cannot read my mind. Well, here you go, hon. I mean, maybe a little, but there's our differences. I love that golden retriever face. I miss my Willow. I miss her so much. So I just see a bunch of differences, especially since I had a golden mix not too long ago. Anyways, what do you think? Golden Dog Mom says, oh, yeah, totally different. But I can see the sweet, smushy face over here at this moment. I see what you're seeing. Maddie says, Marlon, you know, I have a channel called The Heartless Nomad, and he's laughing. He's laughing because it's a joke. Paul says, I've had strangers approach me often and tell me I'm ugly. What the hell? Really? What is up with that? That's so weird, Paul. That's really weird. Maybe you just attract crazy people sometimes. They're just not in their right mind. Golden says maybe the really red golden looks similar to them, but no goldens have a wider face. Right. And oh my gosh, that's what led me to the Irish setter was a big golden retriever named Red. And I was like, that's a golden retriever? What? Because he was huge and bright. He was just as red as Jack. Oh, I loved that dog so much. Paul says, I know. Mr. Possessive says, Paul, that is so effed up and definitely not true. Marlon says, yeah, and I know your stuff about your heart being as cold as ice, which is absolute BS, speaking to our friend Maddie at No F's, No Frills. Oh, Golden Dog Mom also has a Lila. My Lila, who is a golden too, is lightly toasted, lol. I almost bought a golden puppy, but and the guy who was selling it said, oh yeah, the parents are red, but the parents were not there. And it was out in front of Tractor Supply. Pauses after hearing it so many times. I'm just wondering. Well, I have a question for you, Paul. Is that a belief that you hold about yourself, despite what anybody else says? Is that something you believe about yourself? Maddie says break time is over. Have a wonderful day, Cat and everyone. Love, peace, and blessings to all. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Maddie. And Golden Dog Mom says her dad was red. We saw him. Beautiful boy. Aw. And Paul says no. Then you should totally let it go. Absolutely. It's crazy that you've had people say that to you, which made me think maybe that was your belief. So you were encountering people who perpetuated that belief. But if you didn't already have that, that doesn't make sense for you. Lois says, take care, Maddie. And Amanda also said, oops, Maddie. Bye, Maddie. Back to work, he said. Have a good rest of your day at work, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Is that what it is, Golden Dog? She says she's actually part field golden. That's where she gets the red. I thought about maybe, well, when I have lots of ideas. One of my ideas was once to breed Irish setters and goldens because they would be so pretty. But then I decided I don't know if I'm staying put. Am I traveling? Am I staying put? What am I doing? I have no idea. Right? Golden Dog says that would be beautiful. I think so too. Marlon says, was just going to say that, Cat. Yeah, I'm so up in the air. I am just waiting for some direction because I don't know anything. I don't know what anything is for. I cannot see everything. Left alone to my own devices, I make really bad decisions. So I guess when Kat is just talking about stuff, it's just dreams. She's putting stuff out there, seeing what sticks. Oh, that breeding would be beautiful. Would be a great mix. I looked it up. There are some out there. They are really pretty. I forgot what they're called though. They should be called what? Golden setters? Oh, that was Lois. Golden Dog Mom says there is such a great thing. There is such a thing as German Goldens, yes, meaning part German Shepherd and part Golden. Got it. Look at Jack. He looks like he's sucking on a bottle. He does that a lot. He'll make sucking noises. I guess he goes back to his little babyhood. sad. Look at his face. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. That is a face I would make in what kind of medium are you using for your ornaments, your star ornament, Paul? My mom made a flower dough where she made a sun very similar to your sun. I think that would, Jack's face right now would make an excellent basswood. That's what that star is. Oh my gosh, it looks like a clayish. He's waving to you too, Golden Dog Mom. Irish retrievers. Ooh, good idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're what somebody has coined them. His widow paw. It's basswood, huh? Interesting. I should have known. When my mom passed, my dad my dad already had a new girlfriend. Um, but he hid some of her good stuff. That they were like throwing her special stuff in closets and stuff. And I got some things, but I wish I could find uh, that one etching she did of the sun. It was really beautiful. Golden Dog Mom says someone's dreaming. He is. Such a funny face. Problem is my camera's really bad. Let's see. Golden Dog Mom says, I hope Jack is dreaming of good bones and getting the zoomies. Or finally catching that squirrel. What would he do with that squirrel once he finally got a hold of it, I wonder? Mr. Possessive says, by the way, I'm in and out, so if I miss anything, I'm not ignoring anyone. Thank you. We appreciate you just stopping in the first place, Mr. Possessive. I feel honored. By the way, I feel honored to have all of you as friends. Each and every one of you are so special and wonderful. And I'm just like, wow, these people hang out with me and Jack. That makes me feel, wow. I just can't even put into words how I feel about that. So thank you guys. There we go. Lois looked it up. She says Google says they are called Golden Irish. And Mr. Possessive says, I love coming in when I can. I love the vibes here. Oh, thank you. And thank you, Bridget. Oh, Paul. I'm sorry, and you're welcome. St. Bridget the matchmaker. That's right. Golden Dog Mom says, I hope it's not weird to say you have a calming, unique voice. It is not. Thank you. You also enjoy some. Wait a minute, I'm looking at your channel, Golden Dog Mom. First off, let me subscribe. Second off, she says, I'm a cat and dog mom first. Lifestyle blog also enjoys some chicken ASMR to relax. You have met the right person. I have chicken ASMR. And Marlon says, "What's wrong with weird thoughts?" Yes, we embrace the weird here. Paul says, "To some kind words mean nothing, but for some they are everything." Aw. Um, Thank you, Lois. Golden Dog Mom says, "I saw your chickens. I gave it a like too." I was looking at my chickens the other day, one of the old videos, and I had like, I must have had all 16 chickens at the time. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Well, thank you for that, Golden Dog Mom. You look like a redhead. Is that so? Tell me that. Tell me if that's so. Mr. Possessive says, "Do you eat the chickens?" Mr. Possessive, in 2020, when all hell was breaking loose, I got chickens with the thought that if we needed to, we would, yes. But do I? No. Golden Dog Mom says, "I just love chickens. You have your first flock, and thank you for subscribing." Oh, you're welcome. Lois says, "That's a lot of chickens to take care of." It sure is. I got rid of half of them as soon as me and my ex separated because I just wanted a few chickens, but he's one of those that there's no such thing as few. It's always go big. Mr. Possessive says, "As a last resort, apocalypse preparation." That's right. And everybody around me got chickens too. And guess who's the last one standing? This girl. Everybody else has gotten rid of their chickens too since then. Golden Dog Mom says, "LOL, no, no, we do not either. But my mom did get the chickens with the same thought, but they are family." Mr. Possessive says, "You'd be the last survivor or the first target." Golden Dog Mom, I had a couple chickens that I felt that way about, that were just special. You better keep your toy handy, yes. And everybody has a toy around here too. You are in the South around here. God, guns, and country, is that what it is? Mr. Possessive says chickens are cute and silly, yes. Yep, Golden Dog Mom says yes, not 2020, but when prices of eggs went up, we got our chickens. I was making funny videos about "I've got your eggs" when everybody was out of eggs. I was taking all my extra eggs and feeding them to the chickens. They are. Mr. Possessive, you're right. Chickens are cute and silly and fun. I mean, they can be very great pets. I just tried not to do that. I get tired of crying, man. I am so sick of crying over animals. Mhm. Right? Mr. Possessive says unlimited eggs. I was paying it got to $12 a dozen here. He says I was paying like $10 a dozen at one point. Marlin at Locked Up Drag Fishing says, "I'm more of a hunter than a farmer myself." Golden Dog Mom says, "The golden egg, LOL." Marlin at Locked Up Drag Fishing says, "Our eggs stayed stable for close to a decade. Now the last few months they went, well, what hasn't gone up?" Golden Dog Mom says, don't know about the unlimited part, LOL. You know what? this is my 6th year with the chickens, and I would say this is the first winter they have not laid eggs throughout the winter. They went up by almost 10 cents an egg, which is quite a lot. Speaking of things going up, I got my message from YouTube that premium's going up, which also includes everybody's memberships are also going up because of it, I guess. Craziness. Marlon says till last year here even free range organic were $4 a dozen. Blow your nose, cat. Mr. Possessive says, I depend on premium too much to not have it. I'm so messed up. Yes, me too. I refuse to watch commercials. Golden Dog Mom says, ours are having a hard time laying now for some reason. And our chickens love to free range. Mine did too. I've stopped that the past couple months because the hawks are just devastating my flock. I thought getting black chickens is supposed to be like a diversion for hawks because they think it's a crow. Not so much. And then I thought, well, my chickens are grown and too big for a hawk. That's not true either. Golden Dog, it's okay. It's, part of raising animals. Mr. Possessive says Justin Bieber used YouTube in his Coachella set, and the joke was it was was that at least he had premium. Birds eating birds is crazy. Yes, I feel like I hear something. Wait a minute. I felt like I heard the coyotes, which I haven't heard in a while. No. Wishful thinking. I have not heard my coyotes in quite a long time. I hear a rooster crowing. That's what I hear. Oh, Paul says the neighbor's chickens spend more time in my yard than his. That's nice. Golden Dog Mom says no losses so far. Thankfully, I would be devastated. Like I said, it's been this past year where I've had the most. I lost my rooster due to a neighbor's dog. That was probably a few years ago. But this past year has been, whew, I don't know what's going on. Lois says they are starting to den. Is that where they're at? I was wondering. My friend Michael Burkeen is also in Tennessee, but I believe he's closer to Nashville. He was outside with the coyotes the other night. Marlon says, get a tom turkey, great flock protectors, and will absolutely fend off hawks, really. Um, I know how mean turkeys can be. I've been chased by a turkey. I don't know. What's worse? Even coyotes will struggle with a big male turkey. Foxes and most birds of prey have no chance. And they also, oh no, no, no. My mom had a turkey when I was pregnant. Mr. Possessive says, I always heard geese were the meanest birds and swans, which I found surprising. I think it's the, if there's babies around, especially. Hi, Lady Sky. Good morning. 27 days till Mother's Day. How many days till your birthday? Amanda, hi Amanda. Amanda says, I think turkeys are dangerous when being chased. Help? Nope. They are. I guess they could be a good watchdogs because they are aggressive. Marlon says swans are murderous bastards. Oh, really good, Lady Sky. How are you? Lois agrees. Swans can be so mean. Paul says, hi, Lady Sky. There we go. 6 days till Lady Sky's birthday. 5 days till she goes on live on Yogi's live stream and makes her peanut butter pie. Is that right? Saturday night, I think. Golden Dog Mom says, I don't like geese. I was chased by one. I think we have some stories in the group about people being chased by geese. Mr. Possessive, you are not. You are not, and thank you. Amanda says, please, please stop counting. I hate holidays, but Lady Sky likes counting. Amanda, everything doubled up on my screen. It just repeated itself. Butt biter goose, that's right. Martha knows who I'm talking about. Mr. Possessive says, no, never be 26 again. I don't know how I feel about the age I am, but never 26 again. What? Marlon says those damn cobra chickens. What? Amanda says, oh, okay, Lady Sky. And she's doing okay. Good. I don't think I know what a cobra chicken is. Oh, geese? Are you saying, oh, swans? Swans or geese? Cobra chickens. Golden Dog Mom says, all right, my eyes are closing. I hope you have a good night, Jack, and the rest of chat. Thank you, Golden Mom. It was good seeing you, good talking to you. And yeah, I'll see you again. So since I've subscribed to you. Right on time, too. We're going to end here very soon. Paul says, good night, Golden Dog Mom. Oh, Jackie. Marlon says Cobra Chicken became a running joke about Canadian Goose by a guy who wasn't a native English speaker, telling about his attack by a Cobra Chicken, speaking of the Canadian Goose. And well, it fits. Walking Tall, hello, my friend. See you next time, Jack. All right. Thank you for saying hello. Mr. Possessor says, hey, Tall King. So what's next, Mr. Possessive? Oh my gosh, yes. What's next with you? I was thinking about going to Coachella, like if I had a chance to, would I? It's so, so dirty. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could enjoy myself. Lady Sky said, "Hi, Lois." And she says, "Hi, Walking Tall." Mr. Possesses says, "Oh my God, you'd have such a blast if you can stand heat and crowds, the energy, the crowds." I did like concerts. I mean, I loved. I might like it. We used to have like Earth Day Birthday in Orlando would be an all day event, and a bunch of different artists would come out. So I guess I had a lot of fun, and I always liked to be not in the mosh pit, but right next to the mosh pit where I could get bumped around a little bit, but still feel a little safe. Mr. Possessa says, "I've been packing an overnight bag for 36 hours in New York City. Then I'll be back to LA after a weekend two of Coachella." What's it, 2 weekends, really? And then you'll have to get back to work. Is that what it's called? I don't think I was a mosh pit girl, no. Nope. But I was thinking about how I'm such a Goldilocks and I love to be comfortable. But yeah, you kind of reminded me of how kind of fun it was. Kinda, just a little. I don't even know what that is, Marlon, but I'm pretty sure I was not. Mr. Possessa says, "Yes, 2 weekends, virtually the same sets and same headliners, but you never know what'll happen." Exciting, huh? I have never went crowd diving. No, Marlon. But Lois says, "Say it isn't so." And Mosh Pit Girl, no. 5 days till I make my peanut butter pie for my birthday, Cat. Yes. Lady Sky says, "Hi, Marlon." And Marlon says, "I just made it up." Okay, then I'm definitely not something you just made up. Pretty sure of that one. Marlon says, "For me, crowd diving is a necessity for anyone who goes to concerts." Eh. Wow, Mr. Possessa says, "And after this, Sabrina needs to take a break. That girl's been touring for 3+ years, almost nonstop. I have friends in her show and they have been busy." Wow. Wow, Marlon. Nobody said that to me in ever. Mr. Possessa says Marlon's a savage. Right, it's Deborah's job anyway. Marlon says, "I was just thinking of someone. Well, a woman that likes mosh pits. Get your my mind out of the gutter. Are you kidding me?" I stay so far away from the gutter because I'm afraid you're going to pick up anything and put it in the gutter. Marlon, I love you. Hi, Bridget. Did we summon you? She says, maybe. And Marlon says, yes, your mind. I wasn't thinking anything dirty. What is this, role reversals day or what, Marlon? Mr. Possessive says to Bridget, Cat and I have decided you're a matchmaker. Amanda says, I never thought we baby boomers were going to live this long. Really? Yes, you, St. Bridget. Yep, Mr. Possessive says, because we met through you, Bridget. And Lois says, oh, I hope so, Amanda. I love that, Lois. Bridget says, oh, we love you, Bridget. What are you doing? Are you going live this morning? Marlon says, and if my mind is messed up, you just don't know her. Lady Sky says, what's your favorite word to say, Cat and Jack? I think I would need somebody who listens to me to tell me because I don't know what my favorite word is. I haven't recently listened to myself and been like, oh, you use that word too much. Bridget says, I don't know. Got another person's video to watch and got to get tomorrow's quote ready. Look, Lady Sky says, mine is y'all. I love that. Wassa, hi Wassa. Wassa says, hello, Lady Sky. Bridget says, Jackie boy kisses. He is definitely dreaming again. Lady Sky says, how are you, Wassa? How are you, Wassa? You never did say. And Marlon says, what's up? He is dreaming, Bridget. He's been dreaming for a while. I'm thinking I might take him to the park today. What's today, Monday? I'd rather do that than get my oil changed on a Monday. So that will be my plan. I might live stream Jack at the park later this afternoon. Possibly, maybe. And then go wash my car. Oh, what a great idea. Yes, that's what we will do. Mr. Persista says, oh my God, he loved the park. Bridget says, no yogi today. I have not. Well, I turned my notifications down, but what time is it? It should be about time for yogi. Have I been back to work or not yet? No, ma'am. When do I go back to work? Friday? I think. Friday or Sunday. I have not heard directly from my boss yet. Marlon says Yogi is already live. So anybody who's going to Yogi's, Yogi is already live. My bad. I turned down my notifications when I was doing that. Supposedly ASMR front porch stream last night. I just wasn't in a big rush to go. Marlon, I don't know how he knows stuff, but he's been paying attention lately because he gives me hell about stuff. Kidding. I'm kidding. He jokes with me. And not anything I've done, just about things that happen in the live stream. But thank you, Marlon. Bridget says, I don't watch Yogi. And Mr. Possessive says, we're vibing. Marlon's laughing. Hi, Beachy. How are you? Good morning to you. Beachy is great. Wow, I love that. Can you share some of that Monday morning great with us? I'm pretty good. I wouldn't say great. I'd say it's pretty early for great. Ask me after my nap. I'll be great then. Mr. Possessive says, ooh, love a good nap. Do you really? I guess if you stay up late, you would love a good nap. The beach is always having a great day. I love that. Aw, Martin says, well, I take it as a compliment if someone likes my girl better than me. Aw. Lois's cat has a good day planned. Thank you. Yes. Bridget says, naps are awesome. Mr. Possessive says, I sleep where I can get it. Marlon says, you might need to work on your traps, though, Cat, to beat Yogi everywhere. I don't want traps. When I go back to work, I'm going to take a before and after picture, okay, of work. Like before I go back, because I haven't been working out, and then give me just 30 days being back to work, and then I'll take another picture. All the muscles, it's kind of gross. Mr. Possessive says, I'll train Cat, lol. I do have the body that responds well. And yeah, I just have a hard time with a masculine body. Beachy says, I've learned that no matter what happens, think and stay positive. You know what? That's why I like the sunflower, Beachy. Always look for the sun. Paul says, I wake up feeling nauseous if I take a nap. That's interesting. Mr. Possessive says, you're so petite and feminine. Yeah, just the muscles. I don't know. But thank you. Thank you. I'm petite and feminine. What? Thank you so much. Nobody's ever called me that before. Bridget says, I don't work out. I don't either. Work is my workout. Thank you, Mr. Possessor. I feel like um I feel like some people, okay, during a hypnosis session I was asking somebody who was a really good subject to ask questions to. I was asking about um transgender people, like what would be the reason for somebody to come here and be transgender. And one of the answers was that they still have very, very strong ties to um, a previous lifetime as a whatever the opposite sex is, so they're carrying it over into this lifetime, which I thought was really, really interesting. But I feel like that's me. Like I have some really strong masculine energy. I don't know where it comes from, and oh, I don't like it. BG says, where do you work? I work for Pepsi. Lois says nothing wrong with some good muscle mass. I know. It's in my mind. I know it is. Marlon says muscles don't make you masculine, but many of muscular women are taking PEDS, especially certain steroids, but also anabolic. Yeah, see, I don't even need that, Marlon. Like I said, 30 days back to work and my body responds quickly. I am, yes. Beachy, I am a merchandiser. See, so hardest working people in Pepsi are the merchandisers. Marlon, like I said, I'm gonna do some classic muscular poses that bodybuilders do before and after. Wait till you see. Paul says, LOL, I have bones showing all over my body. Marlon says, I know, Cat. So don't worry. Just don't take drugs and you will stay feminine. Okay. Just don't do it. Say no. Marlon says, looking forward to it. And then once I start feeling really good again, I would like to do Duncan Walsh's challenge. I told him I would do it and then I got sick. So I still want to do that. Beachy says, I was a retailer assistant manager for 15 years. LOL. I know what that life is like. Okay, yes. Well, the assistant managers in the stores are what keep them going. So I can appreciate the work you did. Mr. Possessive says, I'm constantly talking my gym bros out of taking roids. I can only imagine what it's like for a guy being around that and how tempting it can be. Lois says before and after sounds cool. Mr. Possessive says it's super tempting, especially with gay men and the insane body image standards, but natural is always best. I agree. I dated a guy who was into that and yeah, I saw what it did to him. It was not pretty. Relationships that were ruined over it. Anyways, I miss him. I miss you, Kenny. Anyways, Marlon says if any female will take something, make sure it has a good. Well, we won't even talk about that because they don't want to talk. They don't want to take anything. Amanda says, is it true we're eating human meats now? Friends in here, do you believe that? I do not. Fiji says, then I got robbed by two guys, so I went into manufacturing management. Manufacturing management. Manufacturing management. You working in a factory? Or are you working in what do you call it? What do you call a place where you grow? Mr. Possessive says, Amanda, I don't believe it. I do believe they're feeding us a lot of junk. And I do believe our standards, American food standards, are poisoning us. But I don't believe we're eating human meat at this point. Oh, Bridget, be kind. I love Amanda. We all love Amanda. Mr. Possessive says, Marlon, yeah. It completely changed your mind. And Bridget, I love you. You're so funny. You crack me up. Beachy says, Great Dane. Do you have a Great Dane? Right. Mr. Possessive says, American food is low key trash. Agreed. Amanda says, thank you. I believe we're eating different animals, but not human. I die. Right. Yes. Me too, sister. Me too. There we go. Marlon says, only when I chew on my cheeks, Amanda, am well, not opposed to it. No. Marlon, do you chew on your cheeks? I used to do that too. I still find myself wanting to sometimes. Do you chew on them until they were like raw? Oof. Yeah, I'm just checking my cheeks now. They're good. Bridget. Beachy says building truck trailers. Oh, for Great Dane. Okay. Building truck trailers, but I'm not there anymore. I own my own business now. Is it manufacturing? What kind of business? You're building truck trailers. Do you have anything to do with what do you do? Oh, interesting. What would you go to next? Marlon says, actually, the U.S. has very high food safety standards. Mm. I don't know, Marlon. I'm talking about pesticides on the food that is grown for us. I don't agree. Beachy says, I'm a librarian. That's your own business? Very confused. Mr. The side conversation's too much for me. I've been celibate for years. Amanda says, when people get older, it's a chore, and that's why I'm single. And yes, it's lonely, but I love my freedom. Okay. Beachy says, and I sell men and women's body oils or fragrances. Nice. Amanda says, I love fragrances too. Oh, Mr. Possessive says, ooh, Beachy, I love a good cologne. Do you have an online shop? Beachy, do you want to drop your link for that? If YouTube will let you, I'll let you. And Locked Up Drag Fishing says, or Marlin says, Lois says, so true, Amanda. Why did I go quiet? Uh, just because we were talking the other day about people taking things you say and misconstruing them, and I just want to be careful. BT says there's a big difference between oils and cologne. Cologne washes off, oil does not. The older I get, the more I appreciate the oils. Like I will do a lotion and then an oil. Peachy says oil is very healthy for your skin. Peachy, do you have an online store? Did you say? Mr. Possessive says, I like when fragrance sets come with body lotions and shower gels. Lois says it is so much better for older skin. He says, I know that's not oil, but still. No website yet for Beachy. You should get on that, my friend. I'm not telling you what to do, but you have people who are interested and are asking. So maybe it's time. Mr. Possessive says, I like smelling good. Who doesn't? Amanda says, I don't care. I bathe in perfumes. People tell you wearing it smells good in the stores. The only thing I have a problem with in the stores is patchouli. Uh, Patchouli just rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it. It puts me in a bad mood. Lois says, yes, I would check that out, Beachy. I'm not quite sure what Amanda was saying. And Mr. Possessive says, scents can be very emotional, apparently. Bridget says, in my store, I have a lot of customers who just plain don't bathe or use deodorant. Oh, that's rough. Beachy says, the beach is always trying to make my business better, lol, but I'm trying to get my YouTube channel off the ground first. Um, oh, Mr. Possessive is saying, Amanda, are you asking what I like? And Amanda says they take you back to the 70s to early 2000s when I was young. Marlon says, I hate almost all deodorant and anything scented, really. I was just thinking that, Beachy. Beachy said, so I can get fully monetized and then I will have a store. You still have to have your own website, though, to link the store to. You already have to have the store set up somewhere, I do believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I saw when I was monetized. One says just shower before you stink and brush your teeth. Oh no. Oh no, Marlon. Deodorant goes a long way. I know some people in other countries don't use deodorant, and maybe with good reason, but I think us Americans are so acclimated to not smelling that smell that it's pretty hard to deal with. Yeah, Bridget. Yeah, she's saying, "What do you wear, Mr. Possessive?" I have Chanel, the pink one. It's fresh. What is that called? I used to love that. Oh, Chance. Chanel has Chance, and there's three different versions, and I don't know if it's the pink or the green version that I like. I don't remember, but yes. BG says no deodorant. What? Yeah, I know some countries don't, or at least that's been my experience of meeting people from other countries. Marlon says when I was young and my mom or sister put some face mask or whatever on and hugged me, I'd say they stink. Now I just hold my breath. Amanda says Mamacil. Marlon says my girl is allergic to any trace alcohols, so that kind of answers that question for me. Okay, that's the name of a perfume they sell at Macy's, is what Amanda's saying. When I first got asthma, I couldn't be around any perfumes or anything, cigarettes, anything. So we went unscented everything for so long. I'm just finally getting to the point where I can tolerate scents again. Mr. Possessa says my signature designer scent is Moschino Toy Boy. I don't know how to say that right. And I like a lot of celebrity scents. Paris gave me her cologne line, and I'm obsessed with Gold Rush Man and the Nightfall edition best. Marlon says if your skin has the right natural bacteria, it takes care of a lot of the smells. The more you use, the quicker you start to smell without it generally. Paul says, I can't smell too good. Me neither. Now and again, I start smelling things, but overall, I still don't smell very much. Amanda thinks the Gold Rush is heavy. And Amanda says, yeah, and there's a Gold Rush for women too. Marlon says salt water is one of the best to get you smelling good. Just rinse. You know, I noticed that people who smell, no, never mind. Never mind. Bridget says, I don't wear perfume, but I absolutely wear deodorant. Oh my gosh, Marlon, I had a friend from New Jersey come spend spring break in Florida, and we went to the beach a bunch, and he had all these. I don't know if it was just from not having air to his legs, but he was very pale, and he had all these red bumps like acne all over his legs. But after a week hanging out in Florida with shorts in the salt water, all healed. It was beautiful. So yes, the healing properties of the ocean. Paul says unscented deodorant, Cat. Marlon says say it, Cat. Okay, my experience is people who smell don't know they smell. Absolutely unscented. I agree, Paul. Mr. Possessive says you're right, Cat. I'm just saying. Amanda says I stopped and asked guys, what's that scent? Do you when you like it? That's it. Lois says they go nose blind. Bridget says, I wish they did. I know when they do. She's cracking me up. I got a cough now. Okay, better. Oh my goodness. Bridget had me giggling. I was about to choke on my own mucus. Okay. Paul says, I hope I don't smell. Bridget says, Jackie boy, belly up now. Mm-hmm. Assume the position, sir. Mr. Possessive says, a friend of mine, she's a drag queen, released a cologne that literally smells like cocaine, beer, and leather. I did not know cocaine had a smell. That is interesting. Bridget says, I've encountered some people who smell like mothballs too. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Marlon says, sounds horrible to me, Mr. Possessive, but it's a fun idea. Amanda says, when I'm out, I smell the worst body odor. I spray Chanel or Estee Lauder. I used to use Estee Lauder. Oh, what was the name of the perfume? It was so good. And then it turned on me. Like I couldn't wear it anymore. It didn't smell good on me anymore. Mr. Possessive says it smells kind of like gasoline in the way it burns your nose as you do it. Not like I know or anything. Okay. I'll be honest, one time in a bar, I had a nice little beer buzz going. I had a girlfriend say, hey, you want to go try this? I said, sure. So we went and tried it. And I only, because, I had a few beers. So I was open to anything. And all it did for me, I didn't smell anything. And all it did for me was ruin my beer buzz. I was like, why do this? Youth Dew was what you used from Estee Lauder. Pleasures was what I used to love. And I don't know if they changed or my body chemistry changed, but we did not get along very well after a while. Marlon says, I got it offered a few times, but never did it. And Mr. Possessive says, oh yeah, it's definitely hit or miss. I'm thankful that it was not a good experience for me because you never know. I like things that make me have more energy. So I feel pretty blessed that I didn't have a really great experience on it. Yes, pleasures, Amanda. Marlon says cat open to anything sounds dangerous but fun. Like I said, I had a few beers, which I don't normally do. Beer messes me up more than anything else. It's really weird. Mr. Possesses says I'm weird. Weed messes with me, but on other things that keep you up, I'm good. um, me and one of my brothers, weed will give us energy. It works almost the opposite. Cinnabar by Cinnabar all by Estee Lauder. Okay. Yeah. She says Tuscany by Estee too. I'm getting some. I feel like Cinnabar and maybe Tuscany, they're all just a little too much for me. I don't think I don't wear perfume anymore. My daughter does have some of that Chanel downstairs, but it's old. Bridget says no drugs for me. I do believe that's the best way to be. Paul says alcohol is the only thing I've ever had. The rare occasions I use any perfume, of course, it's Enchanted by Taylor Swift. Mr. Possessive says, I really wish it was better for me. Maybe I'll grow into it, or maybe it's just not for you. And Lois says, no drugs for me either. And Mr. Possessive says, Bridget, oh my God, that's a rare one. Bridget says, I've been a Swiftie for 20 years now. Isn't that wild that she's had a career that long? She just doesn't seem old enough. Taylor's all grown up. One day she's going to have babies. Marlon says, one of my favorite quotes today in the train, there was a perfume with a little woman on it sitting next to me. Oh, that is funny. At first, I didn't get it, but when I read it out loud, it made perfect sense. Bridget says, right, I'm only about a year older than her. Mr. Possessive says, that makes me feel so old, Bridget. Bridget says, if she wants kids, she might want to hurry. She's already 36. You know, I feel like back in the day, that wasn't a thing. Amanda, I don't quite understand that. I understand a shot of tequila. Yes, please. I'll take that. Mr. Possessive says Travis Kelsey is a football player. His swimmers will work. It's okay. Bridget says, true. And Mr. Possessive says, Bridget, yeah, by like 4 years. She's got all the money in the world. So they could find a way. And you know, Taylor Swift is not a small girl. She's a big, healthy girl. I think she'll probably be have many childbearing years ahead of her. Tall but thin. I've never seen her be thin. I don't think she's. I just think she's very healthy. I didn't never saw her be thin to me. Mr. Possesses' parents started having kids recently, so there's always time. She's the thin one. Amanda says, read on Taylor Swift. You'd be surprised. Bridget says, well, lean. Yes. I'm always impressed that Taylor is not super skinny like, you know, a lot of performers become. Amanda says, it's shocking. Amanda, what are you reading? Paul says, too late for me. Aw. I don't know. You could find yourself a young one, Paul. Men are dangerous much longer than women are. Bridget says, no one can ever turn me against her. She's a good person. Amanda says, true stuff. Just go research. I don't care enough to. Paul says, not physically possible. Got you. You said, I didn't read it out loud, but it just occurred to me. You said it's been raining, so you haven't been able to walk. My chat is tripling itself up now. There we go. Mr. Possesses says Paris's kids are so cute. Her husband brings them to rehearsals sometimes, and it's adorable. And I'm glad she has a great family. That's wonderful. Having children, Bridget. Hello, coffee cake. How are you? Good morning. Amanda says, I don't care. I just read. I'm into reading all day. What are you reading, though, is my question. Everybody's saying hello to coffee cake. So good to see you, my friend. Amanda says everything, snakes and dogs, cats and true crimes, facts, etc. Oh, sorry, I was looking at Jack. Lois says it's rained here all weekend too. Amanda says people personalities. Oh, people personalities, more stuff that you're reading about. Bridget says lately, if I'm watching any true crime, it's Call Me Chris. If you call her true crime. I think I liked her before she got super. I mean, and she's always been popular, but Amanda says yes. Paul says I'm sick of rain. I don't mind no sun, but rain. Ugh. Mm. Yeah, I was talking to Zed. Were we talking to Zed? We saw Zed in the chat yesterday. I was not like talking to Chad offline. Zed was talking about it raining there, and I can only imagine feeling very trapped when you're camping and it's raining. Bridget says Chris is a good person too. Yeah, I don't know her. Like I said, I really liked her at one point. Definitely not saying anything bad about her. I wish her well. She's doing really well. Who am I to say anything? I'm backing down, Bridget. Amanda says I read on old crimes like those California killing on ladies. I watch crime. Amanda, I used to watch all that stuff too. And while I was at work, I would listen to podcasts, true crime podcasts, and then I just stopped. I heard some really good advice. If you don't want that sort of thing in your life, you shouldn't be watching it. Oh, this chat is just like it keeps spinning the same things over and over again. Mr. Possessive says during COVID, I got into some dark storytime channels, but it made me creeped out, so I quit. Amanda says I try to solve the crimes. Aw. I think there's some trickery behind programming. Think about the words television, programming. That's all I need to say. Lois also loves a good crime story. Bridget says no live tonight. Tomorrow for sure because it's bingo. Okie dokie, ma'am. Mr. Possessive says, thanks God nobody watches TV anymore. Aw, Amanda says, Mister, I'm sorry it creeps you out. Bridget says it's getting late and you know I don't like to leave here early. I'm sorry, Bridget. One morning, do you have StreamYard? Do you have it hooked up? Bridget says, possessive, I still watch TV. And the programming has just moved to whatever you're watching now. Cable, movies, YouTube. Bridget says no, she doesn't watch anything that costs money. No, it costs money. Oh, for StreamYard. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I think I've heard you get so many free hours a period. Walking Tall says, "What was that you said about television?" I turned mine down just so I could hear what you said. I said, think about the word television and programming. Just think about those words in reference to what we spend so much time focusing on. Whose vision are we being told? Who's programming us and what are we being programmed? Mr. Possessive says, Amanda, thank you. It's not too bad, but it was just heavy vibes. I'd watch true crime mixed with online horror stories and folklore. Just all super creepy. It just says StreamYard, yeah. Amanda says, I love TV. I have antenna. Mr. Possessive says, I know people watch TV. I just like joking about it. She's a silly guy. She has Xfinity. And Sarah is sending love to chat. Thank you so much, Sarah. Walking Tall says, okay, so you got me. I confessed. It was me. Now what? Oh, the crime. True crime. There's all your answers right there. Walking Tall just gave you an admission of guilt. Mr. Right? Mr. Possessive says, I'm being programmed to flip tables and drunkenly fall into the bushes, housewives. Luann, that was great. That was great. But I refuse to do unhosted lives. Y'all know that. You know, I used to do unhosted lives. I still do unhosted lives. And somebody I really liked said something about them. Like, we will never support unhosted lives. And it really hurt my damn feelings. And I have never gotten over it. Amanda says, okay, it does get to me, especially without Ginger. Aw, yes. I was thinking if you are depressed or lonely or in a less than happy state, watching and listening to those sort of things is not helpful. Mr. Possessive says Luann is cold. Did I already read that out loud? She is. She's amazing. I wonder what she's doing now. Walking Tall says, what you don't understand. We are not human. We are you too. Bridget says, listening to what now? I got lost. I said, if you tend to run being depressed or feeling lonely a lot of the time or having a kind of a depressed nature, watching or listening to true crime stuff is not the best for you. It's not helpful. Amanda says, Jack, wake up. Yep, doctor told me. Mr. Possessive says she's touring her cabaret show. I ran into her in Australia. Really? Well, that's amazing. Good for her. Bridget says, oh, gotcha. Makes me think of Mr. Brad Boy. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Where are you, Mr. Brad Boy? Amanda says, but it's all it is now, no matter what. But Bridget, I was thinking about your live streams, and I know you just said you would never do it unhosted, but I think you should. I think you should explain what's going on with your dolls and your balls and encourage people to say things to make the balls light up. Mr. Possessive says, yeah, she's a blast. We both did Mighty Hoopla Sydney. Oh gosh, I lost it. Mighty Hoopla Sydney. She had a daytime set and we went on at night, so we got to see her. So fun. I love that. Oh man, this is Jack sleeping with eyes open. Uh-oh. Precious says, but I don't wanna. You don't have to. I just thought it was an idea. And I definitely don't want you to do things you don't want to do. Walking Tall says, did you hear the news? They actually have a pill now, so you'll never forget anything again. Only problem is I forgot the name of what it was. Good one. Right? Dolls and balls. I was thinking the same thing, Mr. Possessive. I mean, I'm glad you had a nice time. Lois is laughing at Walking Tall. And oh, Mr. Possessive says to Bridget, it's Bridget, Countess Luann, a reality star and cabaret singer. I'm sorry, they're bears. She's correcting me. Like I can hear her being offended. Like I get offended when somebody calls Deborah a doll. I hear you. I'm sorry. Aria, hello, my friend. Good night, Aria. I hope you guys had a great day and sweet dreams to you. Bridget says, oh, never heard of her. Mr. Possessive says, bears and balls are even more my speed. You should name it. That's what you should name it. I'm telling you. Amanda says, see cat in here. There's some people making fun of dolls. Well, this person, and I'm getting rid of channel. I don't know. I'm confused, Amanda. Jack. She is. I'm sorry. Did you not? You did not. You weren't here. We were sitting together earlier. She's here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Bridget. She's saying hello, Bridget. Oh my goodness. I didn't have her whole arm, but that's as good as it's getting. Well, tell us this. Why are you guys talking about people's balls? I got lost. That's kind of like a signal flare, what you were talking about, people's balls. Um, Walking Tall, you have to be listening to the whole conversation to understand. Amanda said, yes, she sometimes scares me. Deborah scares you sometimes? What? Wow. She is intimidating. She's a big girl. She makes me feel all petite and feminine. Amanda says yes. And Mr. Possessive says, to be fair, if I heard balls out of context, I'd perk up too in more ways than one. Thank you, Lois. Deborah is just a down home girl. She sure is. She has a straw hat, a plaid shirt. How much more down home can she be? Walking Tall. I did it thinking about you. He says, what the hell? That lady is moving. I knew it. Walking tosses, I'm trying to tell you, she moved all by herself. Lois says, don't forget the boots, Cat. Mr. Possessor says Deborah is scary when she's AI, but normally she's chill. I don't know what you're talking about, Walking Tall. She's just being friendly. She's always been friendly. She says, hey, what's up, Walking Tall? Hey. You missed it earlier. She's giving me a back scratch. Let's get you back over here where you belong. Mm-hmm. Raina suspiciously closing. She's not interested in Dale like that. She uses Dale as a beard. Don't forget the boots, Cat. Amanda says, Cat, what happened to her neck? She's just, uh, she's had a rough month. That's all I can say. Mr. Possessor says, of course, she's yours after all. What happened to her neck? She has her chin tucked. That's right. Thank you. Lois, you always got my back. Thank you. Jack, what do you think? He says this is all a bunch of nonsense, and he's over it. Oh, Bubba, are you cold? Can I help you? I will. Here, I'll even strip Ghost. Mm-hmm. There you go, Bubba. Yes. Mr. Possessive. Amanda's laughing. I'm really glad, Amanda. A big red ball is Jackie. Super Jack. Yes. She just there you go. Perfect. It is pretty. I think I stole it. I stole it from downstairs. So it's not mine. But I bet you it's from Timu. I think I've seen them on Amazon, but they were on a Timu kick for a while. Amanda says, glad I'm going up. Thank you. It is pretty. It's all up on the ceiling. It's a good little light. I bet it's pretty cheap. My style, you think? Interesting. Oh, we're down. We are down, down. Lois says, yes, it's pretty the way the light splashes on the wall. And Walking Tall says, how come you always give Jack such a tiny blanket? Because Walking Tall, we asked for a bigger blanket for Jack, but we even put it on our Amazon wish list, but nobody cares. So that's all Jack gets. Do you feel bad? He likes it. He likes being a superhero. Mr. Possess, but actually, we do have dog blankets on on our Amazon wish list just for Jack. Mr. Possess says it's very ethereal. Ethereal. I can imagine a nice meditation lit by that light. I think that's what my daughter was going for. I gave Jack a stolen. No, the light is stolen, not the blanket. What? Keep up. Walking Tall says, I like any lighting that isn't directly overhead. Me too. I do too. Unfortunately, my phone, it's just a burner phone that I use for live streaming, so it doesn't do well in low light. Lois says, I could see Jack flying off to save the universe. I think we did that once. We made a short with Jack flying off to save the universe. And oh, yeah, we used AI. We turned it into AI, a picture of Jack just like this. And Deborah was in the background, and AI turned her into a man. It was very funny. Amanda says, it makes me more cold. All right, I'm getting sleepy. So I'm going to go cuddle with Jack. And hmm, my counter reset. It says I've been live for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I think it's been longer than that. It has been a good time. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Possessive. You are a integral part of that. You have a great one too. Bye, Paul. I love you. Bye, Bridget. I love you. All right, guys. We'll see you again soon. Walking Tall. Jack should put it in his contract. He wants a brand new, bigger blanket. You got his back. I have an Amazon wish list on my channel, Walking Tall. You got his back. You show him.